Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the African Excellence Show. I'm your host, General Mutombo, aka Dubai Dennis Mamba, and today I want to introduce you to South African international best unknown, yet to be known superstar.
Hi.
Lerato.
All
All the way from
Lerato music.
Hey, South Africa. We are here in Washington State, y'all. Thank you for tuning in with us. I want to share with you a story and the journey behind Lerato music, and I want to introduce you to a new artist that you need to know. Lerato music.
Yes.
Why did you call your music Lerato music? Who is Lerato and where are you from?
Why I called my Lerato music? I mean, already we have I got nicknames. Lera, Miss Lee. We've got an amazing superstar in South Africa called Lera. So I couldn't say. I was like, okay, Lerato. I wanted to keep my name, so I was like, add music. I was like,
Lerato music. That's it has a identity.
And I already thought of like my supporters.
Correct.
I don't like calling people fans. Like
fans means feel like your followers.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Like
I don't like that.
You owe them something.
You know?
No, but when you say supporters,
it's family.
they're with you.
So I'm like, Love Lee. My name means love, and my nickname is Lee.
Lerato means love, y'all.
Call me a creative.
Yeah.
But yeah, the journey of my music. So I've always known that I wanted to be a singer-songwriter.
Correct.
From like 4, 5. How do you know you're so young? No.
You already knew, like, at that time.
I already knew. Like how you wake up, the sky is blue. I knew that.
Yes.
I knew that this is what I'm called to do. Like from when we'd go
and
for
that's a gift, knowing at an early stage that this is exactly where you're pivoted to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I knew that, I mean, when we'd go for holidays, school holidays, at our cousin's place, we'd do talent shows for our family, and we'd be singing, and cousin is singing low when the singer is singing high.
You're supposed to go high.
You know what's going on, and they were like, "Oh, you did that so well." I'm like, "Okay." I'm like that, but that's how it goes.
Yes.
So that's how, you know. So I was like, okay. So I knew it. Even with my parents, they were like, "Rata, what do you want to be when you're older?" I'm like, a singer. I was like, oh, okay, no good. And Mama and Papa and my sister Mpho have been so supportive of me, of this journey, you know. I'm sure my parents, in the beginning when I was young, they were like, oh no, it's just a phase. But
shout out to Lerato's parents for no reason. Shout out to Lerato's parents.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They've never made me feel like it's like, no girl, get out of it.
Yeah, just get
over it.
Go it is as a professional.
Yes. And okay, cool, fine. So went to school. Went to university, so I had to say university, not varsity.
Yeah. If you're from Africa, we don't go to college, we go to varsity.
Yes, we go to
because
varsity.
you know the college in Africa can be on top of driving school.
You know,
on top of driving school and a government official.
We'll be like, at least he's doing something. You know,
yeah. Varsity means you have a
you
have a professor. College is just a teacher.
And it's funny because I'm furthering my studies. I'm attending actually college now.
Okay.
So it's like college. When I was applying, I was like, college.
College? Why? College? What is this? Why is it not university? What is college?
I mean, I know I have a degree, but
what is this college?
But it's a different culture, and that's what I understand from it, you know. So I got here to I actually got here in Atlanta first.
Shout out to Atlanta, yeah.
And how that happened was I was in advertising for 6 years. Wow. Thriving career.
You loved advertising. I'm in marketing, so I can love.
Same WhatsApp group, you know.
WhatsApp group.
Same WhatsApp group.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't love advertising.
Why? But I love that WhatsApp group. You don't like a WhatsApp group?
It's not my purpose.
Okay, your purpose.
It was fun in the beginning when I was an intern.
But you got to you know the thing about you got the highest level of
I was really blessed.
Yeah, you did a lot.
I was really blessed because I went from literally after my degree straight into an internship. They made me permanent.
Yeah.
And then started promotion, and then they made me the head, you know. So I was running the head of Department of Radio Production at one of the biggest ad agencies in Africa and the Middle East.
I gotta clap for you though. You gotta give me time. Okay, go ahead.
As a young black woman, African woman, you know.
Kudos to you.
Thank you so much.
That's dope, man.
Thank you. And I know that's just not by accident, but it wasn't fulfilling. You know, it really wasn't.
You got to the the ceiling of the career you were in.
Yes.
And you felt like you have more to offer the world.
I felt I got to the ceiling when I got made permanent in the first year, because even in my internship I was running major jobs.
Damn. And you left that?
It's not.
How did you do it? Like, you know, a lot of Africans right now who are listening to you would not leave their 9 to 5 for no reason.
They can't, because there's unemployment.
Yeah,
There's
but
all of that.
still, what made you, as a corporate professional who's not like fully artistic, like full artist, right? How did you transition? That must be tough, because a lot of artists who are watching you right now are listening to you. They're architects, they're doctors, they're nurses, you know, in America, they're truck drivers or whatever. But how was that transition for you? What made that pivotal decision for you to like?
Yeah.
Because I know it's not easy.
It's not. It really is not easy, because you're thinking of, oh my gosh, if I leave this to pursue my passion, you're starting from scratch.
Correct. This is
You're starting from scratch.
Correct.
And I was in my hospital bed. I had an operation, and I had prepped my resignation prior to going to hospital.
Okay.
And the day afterwards of my operation, in my hospital bed, I was like, and I've been praying. I'm like, God, should I do this? Should I do this? I've been praying to God for 5 years. Should I do this? Because it's like, at least leave when your career is taking off.
Like, so like, at least when you come back, you find yourself somewhere.
You know?
If it doesn't work the other side.
You know?
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm trusting in you, God. Sent my resignation in my hospital bed, and all these confirmations came. I'm not saying leave your job when you have no other form of income.
Plan B.
Plan B. I didn't have necessarily financially a plan B. I was just really blessed to be able to come here, because it was like my plan B was like, come here to the States. So do what you can. That's what I'm saying. Don't just quit your job and you know.
What is the word we call? Don't be tone deaf. Read the room.
Read the room. Read the room.
Read your city. Read your environment.
And I mean, I started with Plan B. Advertising was Plan B. Now I'm following Plan A, which is my music.
Yeah.
So you know.
Wow, that's huge.
You know.
Right
So I'm following Plan A. So I resigned. My sister and her husband, they stayed in Atlanta at the time. They're like, come to Atlanta. You've been wanting to do your music. So I was like, okay, cool. Did that during pandemic. Oh my gosh, nightmare. But I got here and then moved to Seattle in Washington 9 months ago.
9 months ago? Yeah, 9 months ago. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, 9 months ago.
That's when things started picking up. My music
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Lerato has only been in Seattle for like 9+ months.
The weather's depressing. How do you
leave
guys
it
live?
alone.
Oh my
supposed
gosh.
to be raining over here.
My
What
gosh.
was one of the few culture shocks you had in Seattle when you moved here? Because apart from the rain, of course, we love the rain.
It was like, I know it's a white state, but where are the black people?
She couldn't find black people.
I was looking for, literally, like going to the shop, the grocery store. I was like, if I had to see a black person, I was just like, there's a black person.
Yeah. Hey.
But also I realized that a lot of the white people here are not Americans.
Yeah, they're from Canada, England. It's a sanctuary city. Yeah, maybe from Turkey, India. Yeah.
You're thinking that, oh my gosh, you're trying to tone yourself down. Oh my gosh, you're Africa. Next year, you're here. You're like, oh, so we all here.
Everybody.
United Nations is up in this. You know.
When you come to Seattle, when you visit Seattle or Washington State in entirety, you gotta understand. We are a cocktail of a lot of cultures.
It's beautiful,
and that's one of the reasons I moved here 4 years ago, from Kansas, and that's one of the things that attracted me here, because I don't want to feel like I live in a place where I am an enigma.
Oh yeah.
I am a unicorn.
Yes.
I don't like explaining myself.
Yes.
If there's a Russian accent, Turkish accent, Afghanistan accent, Congolese, South African.
Yes.
Talking about South African and Kenyan. I gotta teach fam here a little bit.
Teach me.
In Swahili, when I meet a new person, I'm like Mambo, which means how are you? Okay. Mambo VP means how are you doing?
Mambo VP.
Mambo VP. So when you meet a Kenyan, like Mambo
VP.
Mambo VP wewe. Or you can just say Mambo. Mambo will confuse the people who are not from the city. Yeah. When you say Mambo VP, will everybody else start in.
They'll be like, oh.
You've been in Kenya more than 10 minutes. Yeah. Your passport has been stamped. Yeah. Mambo VP means how are you? How are you doing? Yeah. How are you?
Yes.
So Mambo VP. But
me
now
tell you.
I want Famo to teach me something in South African.
I'm gonna teach you Zulu because everybody.
Oh, let's go Zulu. Let's go Zulu. Okay.
No, I say that because also my family is Zulu, so
Okay.
it's not that I'll be. Anyway,
Okay.
Sawubona.
Sawubona.
Hello.
Hello. Sawubona.
Not Sawubona.
That is Sawubona.
Yes.
Sawubona.
Sawubona. You know.
Sawubona.
Unjani.
Unjani.
How are you?
Sawubona. Unjani.
Yes.
Sawubona. Unjani.
Nyaphila wena unjani.
Nyapilo.
Nyaphila.
Nyapila.
It's NG. Nyaphila
Nyapila.
wena unjani.
Nyapila wena unjani.
Yes.
What
I'm
does that
fine.
mean?
How are you?
I'm
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you? If you have not listened to a piano song, look at your life, bro. I'm doing a lot of things here, man. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, today we have Lerato Music. Yo, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to African Excellence Music. And people want to know, where did your music journey begin in South Africa? Like this, just briefly, like if you can compress it. Like, did you always like perform, or what was your first experience with like show business in music? Like,
So I've been pursuing music for 12 years now, and people actually, honestly, they don't know me because politics. It's a very cliquey, industry. But it started. I remember I was in the 11th grade or matric. Matric is 12th grade.
Okay.
So DJ Euphonic had has a show called My House Idols, and he was like, you know what? Let's just get people, aspiring vocalists who want to be in the industry. Let's just have a My House Idols every week for the month. Take one winner each week, and then have them compete, and then the winner gets to record with one of the legends in the industry, which was RJ Benjamin, who then also became my mentor. So I was like, okay. I remember I was studying for final exams. November.
This is November. You guys took your exams in November?
So I was
took them
schooling
in like October. Ours. In Kenya.
It started in October.
Okay.
October through November.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So then finally I was like, I'm studying, and then I was like, let me just call. I didn't expect to get through because it's radio.
Correct.
Got through. Hey, I'm like, what? You know, so I started singing.
That's all destiny.
You know, and then the other contestants that were on the line, thank God they had airwaves destruction.
The internet.
No, God interfered.
You're not ready.
So it was me and this other contestant, and I went through, and then the last week I won. Got to record with RJ Benjamin, thank you, and one of the biggest bands in South Africa, Mikasa. Jay Something was the one that also assisted me in studio.
Okay.
Mikasa hadn't formed then, and Dr. Duda was there. The year later, Mikasa formed. I was like, look at God. I worked with these people the year before, and look at them. They're like the biggest act in South Africa.
And they're
right.
Right. This is perfect timing. This is what we call perfect timing.
It's part of my story, because now when I tell my story now, who have you worked with? I'm like, Jay Something, Dr. Duda, Euphonic, because even Euphonic wanted to work with me, but then Ibiza happened, and you know. But I was like, I'm just grateful for the opportunity, for the co-sign.
Yes.
Started working with all these people, DJ Frankie. So that's when it started in when I was 17. So I've been trying to push the career. Also worked with Gary Music. Me and Xander, we did an album together for Gary Music. So that was all part of my training, so to speak, in doing my debut album. Curation. Thank you, English.
Yeah.
So that's when it started. 12 years later, I'm here. And it's just like, it's frustrating. It's like, being 12 years, girl. I feel like, when you're 30, you're like, oh, 30 and a struggling rapper.
No. Like, nobody's struggling right now. Let me tell you something. One thing we need to embrace in Africa is, as being a curator and a media entrepreneur in Seattle, I realized, like, one thing we need to embrace in Africa is legendary doping. Basically, when you come to America, you see when they do like Super Bowl, they don't invite Lil Baby. They invite the veteran who made it possible for Lil Baby to be there. So they have Snoop Dogg, they have Dr. Dre. And in Africa, I want us to embrace this thing where we don't crucify and vilify people who open the door for us. Prime example, there's this, I don't know if you guys have watched it as a Netflix, about the Afrobeat.
The Afrobeats, yes.
And I believe, like, my dad used to be a music junkie, and a lot of the music came from South Africa, from Brenda Fassie, from Congo, from Kanda Bongoman, from Legend Rodefao, Extra Musica. When I come back to South Africa, I forgot the name of the group, but you know what I'm talking about. They man. And
Hot Sticks Mabuza.
To me, when I package this, you gotta put all these people at the helm, because they open doors for you to be able to do what you're trying to do. And I think in Africa we should embrace that. Like, some people, when I began my comedy, were like, well, I don't think you're a comedian. I said, no, you know TikTok comedians. I need you to come on stage.
No shame.
Come on,
generation.
No, TikTok is fine.
Yeah.
But I need you to come in front of 500 Americans with no app.
Yes.
And show me what you
got. Because there was no
different.
Facebook, no Instagram.
30 seconds of TikTok is not the 30 seconds of on stage.
No.
And that's why I want to give you your props for being one of the guys, one of the people, one of the artists I respect so much. I met Lerato on, to be honest, online through people.
You know.
I was sending DMs a lot, but I had to put emojis because she was not answering. I put like wine and flowers and rice. But I want to just let you guys know that do not rush the process. And you being an artist who has understood the process, what are one of the things you could encourage somebody from South Africa, or a black girl, or African girl, that you have learned as a woman from Africa, an artist? What would you like? What of advice would you tell them at the beginning of their career? What would you want them to know?
Just
that helps you?
Actively be patient, and by that meaning, be patient, but still be beast mode. It's not gonna. When I got here, I was like, okay, and things started happening here when I got to Washington.
Yeah, when you started moving,
Yeah, I was like, okay, things are moving. Instant gratification.
Let's go.
It's been 12 years. Here's my time.
Let's do it.
No.
Yeah.
You want longevity in the industry. You want respect in the industry.
You don't want to be relevant now, then they forget you tomorrow.
They forget you tomorrow.
Correct.
So just stick to your true essence.
Values.
Your values. Don't try to imitate someone else, because if you're gonna try be Busi, for instance, you're giving me an inauthentic experience of you.
Which I know it's not.
It's not you, and people can tell when it's not you.
People don't.
Can you
tell people? Can you tell artists right now watching us, like, whenever you lie, whenever you perform half-ass, you performed a lot of you performed before, because they think I'm always bluffing about it.
Yeah.
But artists can tell other artists who are giving a shitty show.
Yeah. Be authentic to yourself, and put in the work. Honestly, put in the work. You're like, I've been putting in the work for 12 years. Abraham waited for how long for his blessing?
Exactly.
Jesus started at 30.
Jesus and Noah and all those people. And how is spirituality, like, you're a spiritual person.
Yes.
As a person I'm acquainted with, you're spiritual. How does spirituality, like, help you be centered? Like, because it helps me, like, with my mental health, with my conviction, and what I want to serve, because I believe art is serving. And you as an artist, how does spirituality play a role in your
so for me, it's my core. Everything I do, not even art, not even music, everything I am flows from Christ. My friends don't call me friends, they call me my sister in Christ.
I like that.
So everything I do, and I make that a priority, because if I'm unbalanced in terms of my relationship with Christ, not religion, my spirituality and my relationship with Christ. If I'm unbalanced, even if it's not, I missed my morning prayer today, my days, something's just
you just shift
jigsaw puzzle trying to, you know.
It's
so important, because it's helped me, like you said, with my mental health. Yes, do therapy. I'm in therapy.
I am in therapy.
Good seasons, bad seasons, stay,
Therapy is important.
It's important, but it also puts things in perspective. But then your spirituality, God also speaks to you. And when you allow yourself to just surrender everything to God, I'm speaking for me as in terms
As
of
an individual.
individual
Yes.
and what I believe in.
Correct.
Literally, it's helped me get through the moments where I wanted to give up as an artist. I'm not seeing this. I'm 30 now. Why?
She's 21 and a half. So, as you heard.
You know?
Yeah.
I want to give up. What's this? I should be having a husband. I should be having kids. No, I still called you. I still put this inside of you.
It's in you.
It's in you.
This is your timing.
And one of my biggest accomplishments I want to receive is that when I get to heaven, well done, good and faithful servant, because you finished your assignment.
Your purpose.
Your assignment, your purpose for your life.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we have Lerato Music all the way from SA,
South A.
Johannesburg. Yeah, so I got two more last questions for our guest right here. She'll come back again. We'll do this more, but one question, Lerato. So, over here,
yes,
I got my brothers. My brothers asking questions.
What are they saying?
So if my brothers was asking questions, because you are talking
saying?
about you could have been getting married and you
see
could
your
have been, you see, I'm saying pulling the sawabona nigga, putting up with cows and stuff. So when you're looking for love, because your name literally means love.
Yes, Lerato means love.
What is love to you? Because love is different things to different people. In East Africa, a lot of people grew up with struggle.
What in Begazela in South Africa?
You know what I'm saying?
You must struggle in love.
Even know, but then it shaped their thinking differently. When they come to America or London or Canada, it kind of like I don't know how to put it. It's diluted to what the world is. But what is your definition of where Lerato could be in 5 years? Like, okay, you could have a husband. What is husband you're looking for? Or how do you picture this life of Lerato? Because we can make it happen. Let's continue.
I'm basing it on myself.
Okay.
The Bible says love is kind, love is patient. I'm not that to myself. My friends always say, be kind, be graceful. The same grace
that
you
God
offer
gave
us. You offer us that God gives us. Offer it to yourself. So I'm looking for one non-negotiable, a God fearing man.
God-fearing man.
And discernment will tell me.
Discernment is there.
Yeah.
Do not even think you'll play.
God-fearing man.
God-fearing man.
A kind man. I mean,
kindness is good because it shows how it pours on other people.
It's not about that. Like when you're having a fight with your boy.
Yeah.
You're not saying, mother.
It's more like, okay, I'm fighting with you based on this.
It's like, but it's like, Ndwana, meaning my guy, boy. Like, I didn't like when you did that. So, why did you do that? What not? But when you're with your significant other, Candace, I didn't like shit.
Yeah, but
that's lazy.
Yes.
But when you're kind, you treat me with respect.
Correct.
You treat me with dignity.
Correct.
So kindness, loving, how they treat their family and their friends, how they treat themselves, how they love themselves is driven, focused, ambitious, family orientated, and then I'm gonna get into the materialistic stuff.
We will get there when after this. All right. The last question, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for tuning in with me. I am the host of the African Excellence Podcast.
Yes.
I'm a comedian in Seattle, and I bring you all the hottest superstars from Washington State. And she's
him.
Getting it right here.
He did that.
Last question for the superstar we have on the day is what's next for Lerato? Because I know you want to collaborate with a lot of people here, but if you had the chance to work with any of these companies from Facebook, Amazon, and like here we have iHeartRadio, all these people, where would you take Lerato? If we put $1 million in your bank account right now.
Honestly, I just want to work with a lot of initiatives. Obviously, big. I say this because in my head, humbly so, I say this, it's gonna happen. Like,
of course, we
it's gonna happen. That I'm gonna work. I'm going to work with Facebook. I'm gonna work with Drake. I'm gonna work with these people. But
Drake,
for me,
if you're listening,
Black Coffee. I'm gonna work with all of these big people, but I just want to get into the community because I feel like that's a lot of people's dreams are dead. They're dormant.
I like
Very
that.
dormant. And I need you to understand that if you don't succeed, if you don't activate your purpose, the destinies connected to your purpose are dead. You just are not just a comedian. You have so many destinies connected to you fulfilling your purpose. And that's for me. I just want to reach out to like the young people, and that's what it's so important. Mentorship is important, and I'd like to get into that because in Africa we don't have a lot of mentorship.
No, we don't.
It's about
A lot of people don't tell you stuff. You know, when you Google stuff in your on YouTube, you don't see a lot of people.
You don't.
And that's what encouraged me to do the podcast. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, if Lerato is a musician and she came from Joburg, how many people from Joburg who live in here in Washington
Yeah.
would be able to resonate with you because
Yeah.
nobody else is
Yeah.
as active as you?
Yeah, so I believe in mentorship a lot. No, but it's important to honor the people who have helped you, you know, who have put
they
you
got
on,
the doors
you know,
for us.
you know. So I really don't take that lightly. So I think I just want to be that vocal piece for an assistant or a vessel to other people, like, you know. As much as we want to make money,
You want to be a vessel of those people.
it's a purpose, it's an assignment. I'm on
Correct.
assignment to help people. So through my music, through them seeing me what I do. Yeah.
I want to thank you for making time.
Thank you so
Thank you again
much.
for
Thank
coming.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Like, I really
Lerato
appreciate
music, ladies and gentlemen.
it. Thank you.
I have learned a lot of.
This podcast has been one of the
she's gonna
best
be my connection
interviews.
to go to South Africa. She's gonna start
No,
my
you
passport
ain't.
herself.
Stop.
Bye, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank
African
you.
Excellence Music. When you want to support African music, where can they find you, Lerato? On Instagram, Facebook,
on
where
all
they can
social
find you?
on no,
Everywhere. Just a little bit.
on all social media is Lerato_music. My website leratomusic.com.
LeratoMusic.com.
New music coming. Check it
New
out.
music coming, and I'm gonna put the links after the podcast so you guys
Yes.
can follow and whatever. But please go follow, go support. We're here in Washington
I
State.
appreciate you
African
guys.
Coalition of Artists over here. More life,
Thank
more blessings.
you.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.